Thank you so much for joining us on the African Diaspora channel in collaboration with CRBC, Cross River Broadcasting Corporation. And we're welcoming you to the Destination Cross River Policy and Investment Opportunity Podcast. My name is Janice Cobham, and today we are going to be talking about something very serious: businesses and the Cross River State economy. Joining me to have this conversation this morning is the DG of the Microfinance and Enterprise Development Agency, Cross River State, Mr. Great Ogban Usetu. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning.
Thank you, Janice, for having me. Good morning, Cross River. Good morning, diasporans.
Definitely. Thank you for doing that, because this is a very large podcast, or rather large platform, where we get to, connect with those in diaspora to know where and when they can actually come in and do investments. But let's talk about you and MEDA. Now, what is the primary focus of your agency? Let's start with that.
Thank you for that beautiful question. MEDA is a strategic agency of the government, saddled with the mandate of developing SMEs from the nano level, the micro level, the small and medium level. In Cross River. And our responsibility or mandate goes beyond just developing them. We engage the philosophy of I'm holding SMEs.
Okay.
So we do that in the area of business development, where the governor reopened the Enterprise Development, Cross River State Enterprise Development Center, which as at now we've trained up to 2,000 SMEs in Cross River State. Then we help them in access to finance.
Okay.
So after the training, you develop a business plan. Of course, you have a mentor which attached to you to take you through the process in the conceptualization and the formulation of your, business plan, whether for startup or for expansion. So you are guided all through, and that helps you to have a mental picture. It helps you to walk through the process of your business growth or business startup from inception, after which you're being pushed in for access to finance, profile based on your, profiling based on your risk assessments. We can tell how much you actually need to start up, how much you need to expand. And of course, after which we stay with you, the area of mentorship, the area of supervisory activities, and research, monitoring, and evaluation. Of course, so we do that with you for about 18 months. So it's a holistic process that we engage in at the agency. And of course, we have other aspects, access facilitations to other government regulatory agencies. So if you have issues with your, let's say, we're getting your NAFDAC registration number, we help you facilitate that. I know graciously His Excellency had approved free registration, business registration for 1,000 businesses in Cross River State.
Free of charge?
Free of charge, with the plan of, increasing it to 10,000. Now, the idea is that we cannot help you if we don't know you. So that helps us to know our SMEs in the state. We're also looking at business census very soon, data collection, so that we have the actual number of all the businesses in Cross River State. So at MEDA, our life is for SME development. And we are very, very happy and grateful to God for the kind of governor that we have, who is sold out and committed to SME development, knowing the contribution or her contribution in the economy.
Okay, so now I would like to ask, how do people access these information? Because a lot of people would say, oh, we are not aware, we are not in the know of all that MEDA is doing. Because from what you have said, there's just so much that MEDA is doing. How do people access this information and, be a part of what's happening in MEDA?
We try to engage all the communication channels. We're always having 1 or 2 monthly stakeholders engagements, a monthly experience and knowledge sharing, where we send out broadcasts and invites to the people.
Okay.
So at that point, when you come in, you get to know what is happening in the agency. There are a lot of programs that His Excellency is doing through the agency. And of course, we also engage other media houses, we engage other media platforms, the social medias, and also I feel in terms of information dissemination, as an agency, we're not a disadvantage, because we just announced the commencement of retiree entrepreneurship development initiative of the governor, the phase 2. And in 6 days, we got over 2,000 registration online.
Okay.
And this
which means there's a portal online where people can actually access this information.
Of course. So I'm not sure we are disadvantaged in that area.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Let's look at businesses that drive the operations of the agency with respect to investments. What are these businesses that drive your operations?
We are not tied to a certain sector of the economy.
Okay.
We're open to all.
Okay.
Of course, knowing that our limit stopped at MSMEs. So anything beyond MSMEs is not our forte, of course. So you know how the definition of MSMEs in Nigeria and the UN definition and the rest. So from the inception of this administration, His Excellency said, I need entrepreneurship to be focused at all levels.
Okay.
Since it's the people's first administration. So it centered it around children, which we have a secondary school program for them.
Okay.
The youths, which we have the campus CEO and the youth skill initiative program for them. The women, the retirees, and the of course it covers across all the strata of the economy.
Okay.
So he said entrepreneurship at all levels. So when you look at these different population or divides of the population, what level of or what kind of business or what sector of business would they be involved in? So we have a few of our youth involved in the agri sector.
Okay.
Emphasis have been placed on that. Programs have been pushed out. Farm input and technical support have been made enormous for those in that sector.
Okay.
Of course, knowing that we are an agrarian environment and economy. Then look at the area of the creative sector, which is the biggest sector in Cross River, in quotes.
Okay.
We just concluded the 20th anniversary of Calabar. And you saw the report of the inflow and traction, in just 1 month in celebration of this. And I could tell you that Cross River State University produces the largest number of creatives, as I'm told, in the South or beyond.
Okay.
So the creative sector is very huge in Cross River. We know we started what they call the creative sector, the Dirty December in Cross River. So the content creation and the rest. So we also have a program where we drive that. There are also funding opportunities for people in that sector. Creative, of course, creative is huge.
Okay,
it's very, very huge. You have the fashion, the entertainment, the music production, and we're trying to work with them to also help them know that talent is not enough. So we help them in the other aspects that consolidate or gets them ready for the huge market that is before the creative sector. The manufacturing sector, we work with them as well. The production sector, the processing sector. So we engage with a lot of SMEs from different sectors.
Okay, so let me quote in here. So when you say you work with these people, what exactly are you doing for them? Are we providing or creating platforms where they can access fundings for what it is they are doing? Or there's some kind of advisory, platform that you're creating for them to help them with their businesses. So let's know that.
When you come to our agency, you come as a sick. Let's say your business is sick.
Yeah.
So you're coming into our MSME clinic in quotes. will diagnose you and know what your challenge is.
Okay.
So if your challenge is in the aspect of idea generation, you're a startup, we'll take you through the funnel.
Okay.
The from the beginning phase of the program. But if you're an existing business, and from the diagnosis, we were able to identify where your challenge is. Sometimes it's just access to strategic partnership, and we help you to facilitate that.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just access to funding or finance, and we help you to assess that. And our funding options are very, very friendly, SME friendly.
Okay.
Single digit doesn't gives you sleepless night as an SME. So
Okay.
I like to say a big thank you to His Excellency, the Governor of Cross River State. This is the first time MSMEs are carving it this good in the state. This is the first time.
In terms of interest rates?
In terms of all the aspects. In terms of infrastructural support, in terms of technical support, in terms of access to finance for SMEs. You know, the Governor Liala's administration made available about 500 million for SMEs. And as I speak with you, so far, His Excellency has provided about 4 billion so far for SMEs development. And that's why he also won the SME Governor of the Year.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So thank you so much, Your Excellency, for your commitment. Thank you for putting the peoples first. And thank you for ensuring that the MSME sector in Cross River State is grows, is nourished, is put together. Thank you, sir. We really appreciate it.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you, from your opinion and, you know, the past years that you have been working, would you say that Cross River State is developing a new generation of entrepreneurs?
It's very visible now. When was the last time you drove through Mara? Are you not seeing new shops and new businesses?
Okay.
The economy has evolved in just 2 years of this administration. People were considering Japa.
The Japa syndrome was, it was very prevalent.
They are coming to the center to help to have us fine-tune their business plans, and they are opening new shops. I get invitations to come attend opening of businesses, like weekly invitations.
Okay.
And that goes to show that the economy is thriving, the economy is moving forward. So a lot is happening.
So I'd like to ask, how many of them are into imports or exports? Because the whole idea of the African Diaspora channel is to connect, we here at home, and of course those outside the state, whether within the country or outside the country, to be able to see where they can come in to invest if they want to invest.
Yeah, we're already working with a few investors or interested parties in the area of spices.
Okay.
So we're trying to put, like I told you, that one of the things we want to do this year is to put together our database. So we want to have the actual number of SMEs in a particular sector in the state, so that reaching out to them becomes very easy. So like now we're trying to put together the total number of those who are into spices production and manufacturing in the state, because you have an export opportunity for them, which we've been discussing with some of these partners. Of course, the other sectors that can be exported, we have a lot of products that is export ready. But of course, we need to put them through the processes, get your packaging right, get the the things that you need to put together right. And so we're working on that. Now, sometime last year, we worked with NAFDAC, to drive a campaign for business formalization. SMEs who are having issues with getting their NAFDAC numbers, please can you come out? We went to their business areas with the NAFDAC team. to help ascertain what is right and what is not right, so that their regulatory numbers can be facilitated. And those are the things we need to put.
So there's
together.
a process.
There's a process
for those that want to export.
Go into exporting.
Okay.
But all we need for our investors who are listening, just identify the area of your interest, and we're going to put them together. We're going to do the necessary things that needed to be done and be in business in no time.
Okay, so I think that brings me to my next question. It says, do we have like a one-stop, ease of doing business protocol in the States?
Yes, please. So sometime last year, His Excellency, the Vice President, was in Cross River for MSME Clinic.
Yeah.
MSME Clinic is a one-stop shop business solution center, being led by the Vice President. So for the Vice President to visit Cross River, it shows the level of activities that have been happening in the clinic. The clinic is at Professor Yoita House, where we have the MEDA office. But of course, before now, when the Vice President came, all the SME partners had a booth at CICC, and a lot of solutions were profiled to help issues that are bedeviling SMEs at that center. After the SME clinic, the clinic moves to Professor Yoita House. So we do have where we make it easy for you to get your CAC certificates. Very easy, just easy. We do have where we make it easy for you to get your ISO number or standardization approval, or your CAC, or your NAFDAC, or your SON approval. All of them are partners, and they have a space at the Professor Yoita House. So yes, we have.
So it's a one-stop shop. You come, and every challenge that you have as an SME,
every challenge,
will be sorted out. Let's really delve into, challenges. What are the challenges you would say, SMEs are having in the state as it stands?
The challenge we used to have was access to finance. It's a two-way challenge. So you ask, what are the challenges that government is having with SMEs? So the challenge we used to have was access to finance, which
so you said a two-way thing. Government has challenges with SMEs, but I think SMEs on their own have challenges.
All the solutions have been provided.
Let's hear that.
I feel so. They've been provided. Access to finance. Before it would be multiple taxation, but this new tax reform has put that to an end. So SMEs are costing right now. And that's why I said thank you to the governor. Thank you for the president for creating an enabling environment and putting all the infrastructures, that are required to help them. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's look at those, watching us from wherever it is they are based and would want to have investments here in Cross River State. What sector would you think is most viable for them to invest in?
Innovation sector. We need to drive the innovation sector in Cross River State, the creative sector. His Excellency has done his part. As an investor, the opportunities are still there to come in. And help expand whatever is in existence. So the agri sector is also ripe. The area, of course, we have a lot of raw materials here. We should have a massive cassava processing plant in Cross River State. Given the number of cassavas that we have, cassava farmers that we have in the pool, and the massive land that His Excellency have provided for them to farm. So even off-taking will not be an issue. We should have that here. So investors who are experts in that sector can jump in. You won't have any challenge, and you get the government backing for your business to grow. And even in the area of palm oil manufacturing, we have such products here. So our mining sector is massive. We have a lot of resources, natural resources in Cross River State. So Cross River State is the investment hub for any investor. And the environment is peaceful and not hostile. security is top notch. So this is the number one place to consider for your investment. Yeah.
Because I was going to ask, yes, we are calling for investors, but what are we putting on the table for these investors? We have a friendly environment, we have securities in place and all of that. Is that just all that there is in Cross River State for these investors to be able to come in?
At least said availability of raw materials.
Okay.
At least said human resource materials as well. Availability of human resource here in the state. So everything is, all the indicators can be ticked.
Okay.
For them to come in and get their return on investment in no time.
Okay.
There's nothing as bad as going into a state and not get the government support. But in Cross River State, we are welcoming investors. Come in and partner with us. And let's expand the prosperity that His Excellency, the Governor of Cross River State, has brought upon the state here.
I think you just made me remember one of the themes for Carnival Calabar, shared prosperity. So let's come in and let's do what we have to do and let the prosperity be shared. But again, before I let you go, it's been wonderful talking to you, the DG Meda. What would be your take home, your last word for anyone watching us right now?
For those who are interested in Cross River State, it's the right decision to make. Everything is ready in terms of policy, in terms of government priority, in terms of the support. You will get everything you need to have a prosperous or profitable investment in Cross River State. So please don't waste your time. Come in. I will welcome you.
Definitely. Cross River State, Calabar, come, live, and be at rest. Anyways, that's the much we'll be able to take today on the Destination Cross River Policy and Investment Opportunity podcast, live here at the African Diaspora channel in collaboration with Cross River Broadcasting Corporation. I've been talking to the DG Meda, Mr. Great Ogban Usetu. Thank you so much for your time. Definitely we'll be, doing so much more with you because there's something you talked about, packaging and all of that. I know that that's one thing that Meda teaches SMEs in Cross River State to do in terms of how they can add extra value to their product to be able to send this product outside the country. So I think that at some point we'll have to bring Pastor Mrs. Enwon Obasi to be on this podcast with us to tell us that aspect of, packaging and all of that. But it's been wonderful talking to you, having this conversation with you. Thank you so much once again. And yeah, come and invest in Cross River State. It's a safe haven for all investors. There's everything that you need in terms of policy, in terms of manpower, human resources. All that you need is right here in Cross River State for your investment. So take the opportunity and let's grow together. Thank you so much. My name is Janice Kobum, and I'll see you again on the African Diaspora channel. Bye-bye for now.